Hey guys, and welcome to definitely a new game for the channel. This is Gold Rush the Game by Code Horizon and Playway. The guys at Playway are awesome enough to send me some games. Some make it to the channel because they're generally good. Others just really don't fit my channel. This does. It's pre-alpha. It's on Kickstarter. Links will be in the description down below. And you gotta remember, as it says right here, it's pre-alpha. So, take that into consideration. There may be some bugs, there may be some flaws. I played this for about 3 hours last night to get a hang of it, so I'm not going to call it a first look. I've checked it out. For a side bit of information, in the background of the microphone you may hear some thunder strikes, because we're in a thunderstorm right now, and it's coming down pretty good. So let's hit OK. Now this is complete open world, so I'm doing the tutorials right now. As the pre-alpha, unfortunately you cannot save, so if this ever gets to any of the developers or anything like that, guys, I hope that you update when it's ready to, so we can actually progress in this game, because I would love to do a video series on it. I'm really enjoying it. It just sucks I can't do any recording on it. So we walk around the truck. I'll show you guys the vehicles. It's based on a Chevy pickup of some sort. Probably, I'm gonna guess, early 90s. So you can open the hood and you kind of get a pin-up girl there and see the engine, so I'm guessing there's going to be some maintenance in the future. You go inside by here, and Easter eggs. Any of you guys recognize that cat? It's hungry, so is the truck. Tailgate, and that's about it. I must say as well, we'll jump inside now. The driving functionality on this game is phenomenal. I highly recommend when it is released. It's supposed to be in the third quarter of this year, so what that means I have no idea. Back end of the year. Recommend playing this on a controller because some of the controls just, you know for a fact it's going to be kind of funky doing it with a keyboard and mouse. So, it has a parking brake. Now, you can't really see what's going on inside here too much, the interior, but we'll change the view and you get a real nice looking HUD on the right hand side. I really enjoy sort of the way that is laid out. So we'll take the parking brake off. Now if you're not on flat ground, it will roll quite dramatically, so we'll hit the accelerator and we'll go through the gears. It is an automatic. I would like to see somewhere in the future maybe be able to blip it into manual to lock it into some lower gears. I don't know if the train is going to need it. We're only going to feature part of the map today, and it's not going to be a complete and entire this is what you do throughout the whole sort of tutorial, because that I did the tutorial for 3 hours. I ain't making a 3-hour video. So we'll just drive around part of it, show some of the basic controls of the vehicles and the basics, probably like everyone else that's got this, because I know I'm not the only one. Hey, that was some FPS stutter right there. And I appear to be stuck in this hole. How am I going to get out? Well, diff lock. Yep, we have diff locks. So take it out of diff lock, and away we go. So if you ever get lost, you can have a look at the beam of light coming down. I know the way because I've been through here before. So take it nice and steady. Put the diff lock on because it's struggling to get up here. And this is why I'd like manual sort of selectable gears, just to keep it in first gear. So I do like the way the vehicles handle and everything. It's very nice. There we go, we're getting the next cue. Head towards the waterfall. Alrighty. We're heading towards the waterfall. As far as I'm aware, you can't get too badly stuck. And it's happened to Rainbow Dave, which has also got this. So we'll switch the engine off. Well, I won't even switch the engine off. You can see we're rolling backwards. So to park up here, you need to put the parking brake on. Switch it off. The vehicles do use fuel, so you got to bear that in mind. Unfortunately, right now in the tech demo, which is a big disappointment. You can refuel the wheel loader. I believe you can refuel that okay. I haven't checked though. But the excavator over there, we cannot refuel, so limitations, but it's a pre-alpha. There's going to be bugs. So our panning bucket, let's pick that up and head over to the waterfall. Fill it up. There you go. That automatically takes that up. Go back to the tent. So head back through the tent. Actually, we can just put it down over here. And drop it there. So we have some pay dirt already. So we'll pick that up. Take that over to the pan, is it called? Yeah, pan for gold. So yeah, it'll be called a pan. And take this bucket, just because I know how many buckets you actually require. And put that over there. We'll grab the pan, and then you'll get the cue to be able to put it here. So you can move it with your analog sticks, and I'm featuring using an Xbox controller because I think it's the best method. And just kind of swirl it around. And you can see a little bit of gold wanting to come through there. I haven't got the technique down for this. I don't know if there is a proper technique to be able to get more gold. I feel there is. Because I'm noticing my water tends to go real quick. No, I know how it's somewhat done in real life after watching Gold Rush, the show. Now, my question is, are they going to run into issues with the name in it, Gold Rush? I don't know. So apparently we've got all the gold, so we enter picking mode, which is on the left stick. So you can see it there, so we can kind of move the gold around still. We'll pick that up, put that into our tray, or our container, put that in, and that. And we've got 14 ounces of gold. We're doing good, we're moving up in the world. We need to leave that mode, which is exit panel, that one. And then probably, yep, so we need to exit the pan. And we'll put it there for now. So we'll cheat the system a little bit here. We'll pick up this. Now you can jump. The jumping mechanic is a little funky at times, especially putting stuff in the back of this thing. Now the pickup is your workhorse, it really is. It literally, you need it for everything. Now, word of warning, going up this hill, you definitely need a bit of diff-lock on. So I'm not sure if the machines get damaged in any way. I wouldn't be too surprised if they do. This is definitely a game I feel can go somewhere. I don't know how the other people that have already done videos on it, Simulate, and a few other YouTubers that have got videos on it, have done the first look. There you go, that's all hooked up. Park the wash plant next to the excavator. I can never say excavator right. Digger. It's a digger. Just call it a digger. No, the towing physics seem pretty damn spot on as well, actually. What way did I park it last time? No, there is a way to park it. Yeah, that's where I wanted it last time. Now, where it gets funky is when I start playing with the digger there, because using a controller, my gosh, it feels like you're actually just sort of manipulating a real one. Alright, connect the mobile generator to the mobile wash plant. Let's jump into that. After using Bill's Team Max's backhoe, so I've got a little bit of experience with running a digger, I guess, excavator, whatever you want to call it. It's, yeah, something else. Handbrake turn around that. Gets you lined up quite nicely. Oh, release the handbrake, yeah, good idea. You told me to release the handbrake. I thought I already did. Alright, we have the bucket still in there, which shouldn't cause us any issues. So the generator. Way. Magical that. Come on now, tailgate. Right, that's in that. So what do we have in here? We've got water pumps, piping, more piping, chains, cable, buckets, sleeping bags. So spoiler, can we make our own camping stuff? Food, flashlights, jerry can to fill up the generators, duct tape. We'll be using that at some point. So there's a lot of stuff. So this is the type of gameplay to expect. Now it's not a game where I feel ultra complicated, but adds a bit of realism to it at the same time. It's something that I hope it succeeds. I really hope it succeeds. Connect motor generator to the wash plant. Okay. Close that. Now. Yeah, we'll be okay. I don't want to screw up the tutorials. They are somewhat touchy. Seems like if you work outside of them, then it may not like you. Now, because I'm playing this right now, how much stuff am I going to get done today, I wonder? Oh, I wonder. Can I be cheeky? Can I be cheeky? Yes and no. I was trying to cheat the system. You guys, well, it worked. For the cable. Alright, place that there. Grab the cable. Is it where it needs to be? Put the generator next to the wash plant. Where's it? Okay, yeah. That's the thing. Right now, the tutorial, you need to put it directly where it says, or way beside you. Okay, the cable. One end goes here. So now you're holding an invisible cable because it's dynamic. That is pretty darn cool, not gonna lie. So that's there. Kind of buries itself, but hey. Turn on the generator. Turn it on the generator. Right now, I thought there was fuel. There is no fuel for these things right now, but you can open it, so presumably you're going to be able to. It makes me laugh that you can actually open this to refuel it, yet you can't do the excavator right now. Okay. Pick up the bucket. Pick up the bucket. Luckily we have 2 buckets. Why? Because I'm probably going to play a bit of this off camera. As I've done the tutorial. Well, not the tutorial, but connect the wash pump to the mobile. Well, the wash pump? Yeah, the water pump to the mobile wash plant. Alrighty. Shut the bed of the truck or the tailgate. Like I say, this pickup truck is your lifeline. You need it quite a bit. So again, that's our fuel tank. Which I've noticed, this is set in Alaska. Just like the real gold rush, if you like. And what I'm seeing is that's Russian, that tank. So again, if any of the developers happen to be watching this, may want to retexture that bad boy. I'll switch this off. And we'll grab the next hose. Alrighty, grab the water pump. Had to take a quick momentarily pause, and I didn't put the tailgate on. There's a funny little glitch with this. Well, an issue with it. Let's just say that. And it's something that I feel... I know, it's probably... The way the pump works could do with being adjusted, I feel. But whether it can because of the way they want you to do stuff, I don't know. And it's to do with these green pipes. Now, you would think a water pump of this sort of size, the intake would be the same as the outlet, basically. But no. Oh yeah, we need that. We need the intake filter, which is here. Which is pretty cool they do this. Now we're good to go. And they want you to take it... Oh no, so we've got to go over here. Which kind of makes me laugh. I would have thought that you'd set up the water pump and everything. Oh, no? Am I? Wow, take the truck to the waterfall. I was going the right way. Scrap that. Wow. It's one of those days already, guys. No, it's not a particularly easy way down here, other than here. So here we shall sit. So, first of all, it's going to want the water pump, aka this. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Did that force it back in? Kind of. Can we grab it at least? Okay, I've got to fix... Oh, come here. I'll fix this mess and we'll be back. Well, that didn't take long. We have our water pump. So it wants us to... What on earth is going on here? Alright. So the water pump... Oh, it wants us to park there? Really? You gonna be that specific? I wouldn't have thought it would matter where we park the truck, but apparently it does. Seriously? Okay. No, we've got the water pump here, so... Off we go, and I'm going to have to pause again in a minute. Alright, let's just move it more level. Once you've placed it and the marker goes away, you can kind of put it wherever you want. Seems a pain to go around like this. That needs to get put onto... Oh dear. Where on earth did that go? Oh, this is brutal, guys. Oh, it never goes simple when you record. Let me go find the filter. Alrighty, we have found it. And there we go, use. Bingo. Right, now we can carry this over to the water pump. Just here, so... The intake is here. Use, and then we can take it down here. And you guys can see it going all the way across, snaking up through here. Connect the water pump with the green hose. Now this is, as I was saying, is where it gets interesting. Because it's such a small diameter. Just doesn't seem quite right. Now I know why they've done it, because of extra stuff you need to connect in the game, but as of right now, I don't really see the point. It's so small. That's just me. So you connect that here, and then you get this. Now, this does have a limit if you go stupidly far away. But other than that, if you just go in as a crow flies, which I presume most people generically would, then you're all good. Where is it again? Over here. So you connect it to this little spot just here. Now we'll switch it on. And I spent probably about 10 minutes, maybe a little less, figuring this out. It's just a glitch. But I would say this big pipe here for the big wash plant, yeah, you'd have another one coming out. Now it's highly detailed. And you got the primer for the water pump there, your fuel tank just here, which you cannot refuel right now. I mean, it's got fuel, it's got water, it's good to go. And that's the thing that I was kind of worried about, that it wasn't going to work properly, but it does. It's just a glitch, graphical glitch. So then now we need to get in the truck, close the tailgate. And head towards the mobile wash plant. Alrighty then. And you can drive over the hose with pretty much all the machines. No issues at all. I've done it several times. As you guys can see there. Okay, that. Head here. Switch that on. Very noisy. Now we get to play with the excavator. Start on a Hitachi. There are some stuff that you'll be able to do with this in the future as well. When I was climbing up here to actually jump up to refuel it, you can open the engine cover. You can shut the engine cover, so repairs and maintenance. Open this for battery to replace the battery. And the refuel right here, use. Unfortunately, you can't do it anything right now, which kind of limits you what you can do in here. Because I feel if you take longer than you should for the tutorial with the machine on, you're kind of SOL. So we'll start her up. Take the parking brake off. Now, and we're back after another pause. Okay, let's get this puppy back. Started back up. Sorry about all the pauses, guys. There's so much going on here today. Alright, so you can change the controls by going into operators mode. Again, I'm just showcasing the Xbox controller layout. You can't really swap between the two. It kind of freaks out. So, the the left stick is your boom up, your main boom anyway, up and down, and your slew left and right. And now you can see the controls being moved and manipulated on the right hand side, which is kind of cool. The left stick, or the right stick, sorry, is your secondary boom and the kill cylinder. Now you do have a thumb on there, which you can use with your throttle and brake basically. I don't think it actually shows this in the controls menu. Oh, it does. Open and close bucket. It's kind of, a lot of the stuff of this is kind of poorly translated at times. So we'll lift this. And of course to forwards, backwards, and your steering. So, because I plan to try and beat the tutorial, I'm gonna dig here. Now, dig for gold. Okay, let's dig for gold. We are now in the pay dirt. So we'll unkill the bucket. This is not going to be great. Just about half full there, but it will do. And now we need to go to the wash plant. Now, the tutorial is set you up where it will just kind of showcase certain parts of the stuff going on to begin with. Normally you wouldn't be doing this, would you? You dig it up and put it into a dump truck. If there was another vehicle to be added, because what you see vehicle-wise is what you get. The pickup truck, the digger, and the front loader over there. I would hope to see a dump truck added in. So I could use the excavator, dump into the dump truck, and then dump truck dump into some piles, and then use the front loader to load up the mobile wash plants. It may be something that they do in the future. I hope so. I say future, I mean full release. Let's back it up a bit there. So you can see the bucket percentage going up. Now it's... We'll shut the machine off to save fuel. It's sorting through it. We've got possible pay dirt gold going into here. And just junk in water coming out here. Now eventually this pile will get fairly large around the back end of this. And you see rocks and stuff like that you can't pick up or do anything to them. So you basically, I will rinse and repeat off camera until this is full. You basically got to keep going until the bucket is full. Which does take several minutes, so I'm not going to show you guys that. So we should be back at you. And we just had the next thing pop up so we can get out the excavator. So you can see, part of it's gold, part of it is dirt basically. So, get in the truck. Getting in the truck. Take the truck to the tent. I know what it's getting now. There's a part of me that thought, well, I don't know if we do it now. So the item we are about to get is, well, it says up top there, the magnetic dug soil. Basically, it's a separator, magnet separator. And open up the tailgate. So this is going to need many buckets. Which is why earlier I grabbed the bucket from our panning area, if you like. And bucket number 1. It's a shame some stuff you can't have a key to throw. Now after pausing the game and coming back out, my controls are back. They stopped working. Now every bucket can do any task. It is absolutely fine. From what I'm seeing, though, you cannot empty a bucket. So the normal waster, it doesn't appear that you can... Is that it? Oh no, one more. That you can just tip it upside down and empty it somewhere. Oh, what I've been doing is putting it into the panning tray, and that tends to clear it. Alright, back in the truck, start her up. Now, I'm not sure if stuff can fall out the back of the truck or not. That's probably why it's got the wooden sides up there, so it tends to stop it. And as of right now, nothing does get damaged. But the game does have music, I should have mentioned that to begin with as well. I have it... Oh, jeez, switch off. I have it switched off just because I don't know if it's copyright free or not. YouTuber's worst nightmare right there. What do we want to get? This first. There's a hose pipe side, so I will put it this way around. And we need power? Yeah, power first. But the copyright, the music is actually really nice. I kind of like it. I normally do have it on. Excuse, there we go. Now this plugs into the other side of the generator. It's almost like your household electric plug, not the powerful one, the 220 volts or whatever it is. Hose pipe is this. Now this is why they use hose pipes, because you've got multiple of these pipes. My suggestion, a way around that maybe, is to make and add in a water manifold. So you've got a piece of pipe, or it's connected to the pump, so you can connect it to the pump, and then you have a manifold with multiple outlets coming from that would be my suggestion around that, possibly. Now, I am seeing some FPS drops, which I wasn't yesterday, but I am recording. And go there. Use. And that will freak out and, well, snake across there. Pretty much the same path I took yesterday when I was playing this off camera. Put the buckets underneath the magnetic separator. So it takes 2 buckets. One is for normal dirt, one is for gold. And the gold is the one that we are interested in. So this here, because I've already got a bucket over here, it's fine about. Come on, jeez. I am noticing it can be tricky to get it where you want it. Sometimes on certain stuff. Grab that. Use. Bam. And now we can switch it on. Switch out on the magnetic conveyor belt, presumably. So we get our pay dirt bucket, which would be this one. Or would this be pay dirt? I'm not too sure technically the terms of this one. Now we'll automatically fill it up. Now, I don't know if it's going to trigger, but I had issues with this yesterday. Yes, it did. Okay, finish processing the soil. Now, to get it to do that, it's a pain. Because you now have to go back... Oh, or did it do it? Oh, it did do it. Beautiful. I had to add more dirt last time. Take the bucket of gold. So the gold is this one here. You can use your towel because it's lighter. So we can walk over there, or we can put it into the truck. Honestly, I'm just going to walk. You can, right now at least, pretty much tip this bucket upside down in the bed of the truck and nothing spills out, luckily. Now, I've got a feeling I've been doing the panning side of stuff not the best. Because at one point it wants you to get an ounce of gold now. I'm being better, I'm switching off the machines, the excavator especially. But before, there was not a hope in heck of me getting that. And use, so we'll move it over a bit so it's actually in the water. Drop it in. Now I don't know if there's a proper technique to this, or whether just doing it like this works, or what the dealio is. Now you can lose particles, so the bits of dirt, if you take it past a certain angle, will roll out. I'm not going to demonstrate that because we could possibly have gold in here. So we'll do this until we get our gold. And no sooner than I said it, we have our gold. So let's go get the rest of the dirt around. So the squeezy bottle tends to pick up the little bits, and then the nuggets, I guess, go into the glass jar. Leave picking gold mode. Per bucket underneath magnetic separator. How do we get out of the panel mode again? X. And drop. Grab buckets. Run all the way back. I didn't need to. I could have left that bucket there if needs be. But either way, I needed to get back over there. So we'll follow the green hose pipes back to our location. And I believe it's going to want us to do more. Get back into the exit. I think I know what it's going to want us to do now. Attach a fuel tank to the excavator. Ah, this is fun. Weird, but fun. Because I'm going to show you a translation which I think could be better done. So we'll drive all the way over and meet you guys there. Okay, now it wants us to get out and grab the steel ropes. Now, if you guys noticed, we did see them. Oh, and this is the Russian I'm on about. It looks Russian. Well, maybe it's not, actually. Caution. Oh, maybe not. Impact approved. Ah, my bad, guys. No, it's not Russian. Okay, looked Russian earlier. Or yesterday, when I noticed it. So, we've got 4 steel cables. There are some down here too, I'm guessing, if you lose them. I don't know if they're different sizes or not, but... Ladders, you can function and go up ladders. Yeah, he says. The animation's actually quite nice. So it wants us to go to this one first. Use. And go over here. Now it stretches the cable out and it should attach. And it's going to make a liar of me. So it's probably not going to... I'm not going to be able to demonstrate what it was saying. It was saying the cable was too short. I think it was mistranslation to... It's too close. Because I had it as honestly how I would have done it in real life. Is I'd connect it to pretty much over the top of it and move it over. There we go, there's a warning. Cable can't attach, rope is too short. Does that look too short for you? So what you can do is just hit X and let it dangle down there, jump back into this, to the parking brake off, go into the correct mode, boom out and down a little bit, and then just slew over. That's what I had to do yesterday. Parking brake back on, engine off. It sucks that you have to save the fuel so much, but you do right now. And use. Now the others, we're probably going to need to move it over again for the rest of this stuff. Is there anything in here? No, I wondered if there was. Jump. Can we jump over? Yes. Up the ladder. So now we're basically free to do whatever one we want now. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to get that message. It's a pain, it really is. Should be able to connect, no issues. So that's in the middle right there, we can't go any further than that. Now picking this up is, well, not the best, to be quite honest. It's a little risque. I would say the object is way too big to be hanging out off of this, and with the size of rope it gives you. A little sketchy. And use. There we go. We're all connected up. So back into the digger. Start her up. And up. We go. Way easy. Now we need to go over here. So it swings, but there's no damage. So we'll take it up here. Now this thing is on such a sketchy area. It just doesn't seem right at all to be doing this. And especially to have the tank on such an angle. And back it up, back it up. Easy. It's got to be right on the money, doesn't it? You're going to be picky so-and-so. I don't get it. I really don't get it at times. Alright, detach the rope. So, it is exactly what it says. Detach ropes from excavator. I disconnected them from the container and thought, well, I could pick up the bucket and it'll move. Nope. it actually wants you to do this. Use. And I feel this is sliding quite a lot. Or was that just me because of the angle? But this is where it wanted me to put it. There's nothing I can do about that. To infinity and beyond! Yeah, that worked out well, didn't it? Right, let's move this in. So, they say at the beginning of the intro there, there's going to be bugs. There will be bugs. Oh, still, how have we still got one attached? Oh dear. We'll disconnect that. It's not part... We've completed that section, but yeah, that shouldn't be attached. What one is it attached to? Oh, I must have got caught somehow. Interesting. And that's the end of that. Okay, the fuel gun, which is way over here. Not ideal at all. Climb the wheel loader. Use. And that'll fuel. Shame you can't do it with this guy, but you can. That's closer than I would like. Alright, that's done. As they call it, the fuel gun. Fuel nozzle. Again, translation. And we need to do a little bit of maintenance on this now. Open that, and there is our fuel filter. It's obviously been run out of fuel, or we're first time ever coming over here, looking at the machines, so it needs to be changed. Probably dug up some sludge. Now I know this video is long, but I'm going to cover it up until it says get out for an ounce of gold, because that's going to take forever. But I just want to cover both the machines. Well, all three of the machines, I guess, really. And go from there, because I don't know if you can really expand too much in the game. And then I'll show you the map. And then I think we'll call it quits. But on the note of, because we're about to get in and hop in and drive this thing for a bit. As a note, I love the game. I really would. Well, I really do. I hope it does get kick-started and they get what they want. And get in wheel loader. Get in the wheel loader. And it becomes a game. I'm kind of worried that if it doesn't, then it's not. So there's a wheel loader. Now this works slightly different. You've got your left stick as your up and down. Now, they should have had it where the left and right on the control was you bucket up and down. It's not. It's actually B and Y. I don't know why they've done that personally. So take the park and brake off. The diff lock. It does have a diff lock. It's very picky though. Which needs to be addressed because this thing is terrible off-road unless it's locked. My way of thinking is with these anyway, they're locked permanent four-wheel drive, lock differential, so I'm kind of not at the understanding why I've got an open diff. Because you'll see in a minute. It handles like the pickup truck, just a more mundane version of it, I guess, is the correct way of saying. So we'll fill the bucket right up. I believe it's actually already filled. Yes, it is. So we'll head off back to the wash plant. Now this is pretty much it. I do want to say this too. If you get too crazy with the controls, you will lose material from the excavator bucket and this one. Now apparently this has an issue where it will ping off everywhere if you hit it off of the wash plant a bit too much. I'm not going to show that. I've not had it happen to me. Oh, the lighting on this game too looks pretty darn amazing. So we'll lift it up, tip it in. Now if you go too fast it will you'll lose material, so you need to take it slowly. Get 1 ounce of gold. At this point here, last night, I stopped playing, but eventually because I couldn't get it. I could not get close to it. Mainly because my excavator was running out of fuel. It's not now. I was very careful on how I did stuff, so I'm not going to let that happen. I want to try and play the game later off camera and see if we can actually, in the main storyline, progress and get some bigger equipment. That being said, we can't actually refuel the excavator, so I don't know if there's any point. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first look of Gold Rush. The Kickstarter link and all the other links are in the bottom. It's something I really enjoy. We'll hit escape, and here's the map. You can go everywhere on it. I've not been everywhere yet. I may load up later and take a look-see, especially if I can refuel the pickup truck. Kind of curious to see if you can pick some new stuff up or get it delivered or whatever. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed, and let's see if we can get this game kickstarted, I guess. Until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. See ya. See you on the flip side. See ya.